early morning on the road today. Hey, hey. The sun is blazing on A1A.
That's not what I'm getting a picture of. I'm getting a picture of all these signs that are warning you all about the dust storms, if there is one. The blacked out part is, but can you only see that in the dust?
Oh yeah, when it gets bad.
Oh, because the light comes on?
Yeah,
oh.
Lights up wet and mild ground. Right.
Okay.
Depending on how severe the storm is.
I thought that, shoot, I only turned that on because I thought this was where all the lights go across the highway and stuff. That must be further down. Is that into Arizona?
So we're still got a long ways to go.
Stay buckled. I'm surprised there isn't one that says stay in the car. That would be the next most important thing. That is not supposed to be a lake. That is flooding from rain. Wow. Dust storm. I was always warned about them when I lived in Arizona, but I had never been in one. And I'm pretty sure that it's like being in the dark and blindfold, where you not, you're just like, well, like in one of those fun houses, or those haunted houses, where you kind of get all disoriented and you don't know where you're at. Well, I bet you it's the same thing in a dust storm. And so how easy would it be to drive your car right off onto the medium here, where it's all flooded, and it's all flooded like over here on the side of the road too. Of course, we would hope that there would be no dust storm because everything's all damp and everything. But you just never know what might end up coming up your way. This is the set. What is this? The fourth or the fifth set of signs. I mean, they take this stuff very seriously down here. And this is still New Mexico. In Arizona, I think their system of telling you to pull off the side of the road is much better. Because there's actually lights that go over the top of the highway that kind of guide you to get to the side of the road. And I don't know if I said this while the camera was on or not, but in that set of signs, the one that I think is most important and missing is don't leave your vehicle. Because, I mean, there's a lot of people that might panic and be scared and leave their vehicle, ended up getting killed by another vehicle that doesn't see them.
I guess they suppose that if it says stay buckled, that means remain in the car.
Well, you see, that was assuming too much. I mean, I didn't assume that. See, they can't assume like that. If I didn't get that, then how could anybody else get that? I mean, seriously. I think that's pushing the envelope on us, thinking that people know what you're talking about. Not only that, there's a lot of people that drive this road that are of other languages. Don't you think those signs should probably be translated too? I mean, that's just my opinion. Yes, I'm not broadcasting it. No, I'm just. Here we come. Can you see it in the distance? It's God's country. Seriously. And here's the welcome sign to prove it. You can hardly see it through the camera. Hope it just shows up better. They need to trim that bush because it's like impeding the beauty of the state line. There we are. There is no state better. And I'll argue anybody for hours on that subject. I wonder where their bicentennial sign is. Do you think they took it down? You think so? I don't think so. I think it's just a little further down here. Well, yeah, it's the bicentennial of Arizona,
It's the same.
Yeah, I know. They were actually put into the Union the same day, in the same year. It was like February 14th or something, but I don't know what year. I can't believe this. Did they actually take down their bicentennial sign? No. I think it's over down here by the rest stop. That was a really beautiful sign. Why do you think that they would? No, they wouldn't take it down. Oh my! You have to potty now, David. It's an hour 69 miles. And you're passing a car. Thank you. If I miss that bicentennial sign, I'm not going to be happy. I think that they took it down. They must have. No, isn't that it up there? It is, and you're in the wrong lane. Again. See, there it is. I can see it in the distance. And yeah. It's right there. There it is. Isn't that a beautiful sign? I've been to a lot of states, and no states have signs as beautiful as that one. Oh, it's the centennial, not the bicentennial. Yes, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes. Hey, look, they got a town named after our street here. Okay, so what does this one say? It says, much sums up everything those other signs said. Still didn't say not to leave your car. When flashing, you're supposed to turn to a blowing dust station. What does this sign say? Commercial vehicles, right lane only for the next 1.5 miles. That isn't because of the blowing dust, that's because of the way station that's up here. It sure is hazy, isn't it? For having such a bad rain like we had, it shouldn't be so hazy looking. Lane changing is prohibited for a mile. See, that's something that they say that they don't say in New Mexico, that you can't change lanes. See, now it's telling you next 30 miles there's possible dust. And you see their signs also have little flashing lights. It tells you. I don't remember seeing flashing lights in the ones in New Mexico. No, but no, this isn't it. Yeah. Well, where is that at that the light goes across the highway? Here's this that goes. Maybe that's they replaced it with this.
That's just about trucks.
Yeah, but it could say something about blowing dust if they had to, because they could change the message.
Okay, now we got our double lane.
Oh, yeah. Here's the lights. Okay, so, sorry about that. See that light right there? Those lights come on when there's a dust storm, so you can see better. They don't have a lot of them, but they have them every once in a while. Like this one here is telling the trucks about the way station, but they also use them when there's a dust storm. All these lights, all these that are black right there, they flash some sort of message. But even up here, you'll see it, right? Oh God, my finger fell. See, there's the lights. It shows you the 2 lanes. I bet they have a lot less accidents in this state for dust storms than they do in our state. All I know is they made a big deal out of the dust storm thing, which I'm sure it is a big deal when it does happen. I mean, I'm not degrading it in any way, but when I took the driver's test I held an Arizona driver's license once, and that would have been during the early 90s. And I thought, oh, I can take this test. I don't need to study for it. And I came down here and didn't study for it. Of course, I flunked the test the first time, because it has, kid you not, like it only had like 10 questions, and like 5 of those questions had to do with dust storms. Seriously. And then one of the questions that I totally blew out of the water that was really hard was, how fast can you go through a school zone? Well, I was going by what you could go through a school zone up in Oregon, and I'm pretty sure it was like 20 miles an hour. Pretty sure that's how fast you can go, 20 or 25, one of the two. Well, in Arizona you have to go 5 miles an hour through and they've got a cop posted at each end. This was in the 90s, so they may have changed things, but in the 90s that's how slow you had to go through a school zone. And what are the school zones where we live? 15? Yeah, 15. And in our where we live, if you go too fast through the school zone, you don't get a cop coming after you. You get a crossing guard blowing a whistle at you. Because I've seen them do it. Yeah, see, there's lots of lights there. See, of course, that's also an exit thing coming back onto the freeway, because it was a port of entry. That's a state cop, state trooper, or troopers. Cool. when we stopped to eat, I was talking to a border patrol, I guess they're agents, right? Border patrol agents. And I was asking him about, as long as you have a, I'll get it, give me a second. Well, the in compliance driver's license, they call it something though. I forget what it's called. Anyway, my driver's license has a star on it, meaning that I showed them all the ID to prove I was an American citizen. Anyway, I asked him how hard it would be to get back over the border if you didn't have that driver's license. You just had a regular one. And he goes, well, do they have a passport? And I said no. And he pretty much let, I would say by what he said, even if you had the compliance driver's license, you still needed a passport to come from Mexico. Isn't that what you kind of got, what he said?
Oh, that's what it sounded like from him.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me too. So,
Yeah, he wouldn't let you in New Mexico unless you, or
Yeah.
into Mexico unless you.
no, I don't think our country cares when you go into Mexico.
Oh, it's coming back.
That's Mexico's job to care when you go into Mexico. It's our job to care when you come back over from Mexico. Then all of a sudden we want all this stuff. So,
Because of Trump.
well, I don't know if it's because of Trump or if it's just because of the times. Things have changed, and you know, that's just the way it is. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess if you want to travel, that's what you need to do. Okie dokie. Well, this is Vampyresskiss all by her little self. Angel's sick, still at home. I almost said still up in Oregon. Wrong state. Still up at home in Highland Meadows, trying to get well. But from Angel and Vampy, remember always, oh God, my finger's not long enough. One soul.
So if you go out into the woods today, hey,